We're back in the same area as the 23rd, but we're going around the hill, so it's a different way. Following the deer trail, and there's a little snap right here. But I just now started looking for stuff because we already checked out where I just walked through. Just up the hill from that is this thing. There are multiple breaks. Now, I don't know if that's natural or not, but it's one tree and it's got 1, 2, 3, 4 breaks that I see. 5. I just passed that little sapling that was broken off, and there's a little arch right there. Actually 2 of them. Look, one there and one there. Both pinned. Let's see. But what I stopped for is this. And I don't know. I'm recording it, but it's probably natural, but I don't know. But it's big. But I don't know, the way they're kind of laid over there kind of is interesting to me. Seems to be other sign right around here too. Like there's a little arch. Bunch of stuff broken over. Then you got some going through there. There's one broken over. And there's one broken, I think, or bent over that log. It's over the top. I think I'll take my time and look around here for a minute. There's a beaut of an arch right there, pinned right over there. And right here is an old break, but it might be natural. I'm following the hunter's trail up here, there's tacks and stuff. And right there's a possible break. And there's a possible horizontal stick. But we think we can see the deer stand up here, so we're going to go check that out. See if there's any sign around it. That looks a little odd. Tree stand right over here. I just checked, and that's a stick stuck in the ground. It looks like it came from that stick. I suppose they could just break it off and stuck it in the ground. It's too deep to have just... I had to pull pretty hard. It's too deep to have done it by itself. Here in the middle of the woods, I found a bag of gravel. It's been ripped into. Can't imagine a person carrying that in. What do you think that weighs, Jim? What do you suppose that weighs?
I don't know.
What would be the purpose if a person would bring...
That.
Huh?
I can't answer that.
Well,
I wouldn't carry Claire deer.
very weird. This doesn't look natural. You got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 logs leaning onto that big tree that fell. It's leaning on that tree. And then there's the one in the middle of it, all kind of arched. And it all comes together there. Okay, now we're down below that thing I was filming earlier. And I was just noticing this. This was stuck up in there somehow. After the fact, because that stuff's all old and this is newer looking. And right there, it's a pretty good break. I don't see anything that would have fallen on that or anything either. Here it is close up. That looks interesting too, because there's 2 trees going through the fork of that tree, and there's one sticking up through those the other way. And we're right up from deer stand. So basically, there's things marking all around that tree stand. That looks like a fairly large arch. Actually, it's really large. It's going uphill and it looks pinned up on the hill right there. Just a second. Just down from that arch, Jim found what looks like a couple prints in this mud hole. This one is 12 inches. That would be the toes area. This is the heel. There's also one, looks like partial one right there. And I believe he said he saw one over here, but I'm not locating it at the moment. But these are pretty much right in line. This one looks pretty darn good, babe.
What?
I said this one looks pretty good. Do you see it up close? Look at that beautiful arch. Why don't you check that out closely? Okay, that log fell from right there. It's a pretty big tree to to bow over, but it's pinned right there. So, I'm not sure. But it seems awfully big to... Right there looks like another possible track. And it is also about 12 inches. Jim said there's another one maybe down here. Where? Another possibility that's 12 inches. We're on our way down to the bottom. If you can see the water down there, but there's a little break. There's one.
Huh?
Trying to see it from here.
Come up here.
Okay, there you can see it better. It's actually a good 12 feet off the ground. Just showing you the area. Two possible leaners. Two different trees. So right over there's the two leaners I just showed you, and right here is a stick in the ground. It's about 3 feet long. Definitely stuck in. Right here is about a 10-foot stick stuck in the ground. I pulled it out. It's definitely stuck in the ground. We're heading up to the top of this hill to see what's up here. The bottom is down there where I found footprints from the 23rd in the creek. There's another stick stuck in the ground. It's about 4 feet long. Right there's a break. Heading up in there to check something out. Okay, there's a tree stand right there. There's also one. Oops, lost it. Oh, right there. Whoops. Right there. Now, there's a leaner right there pointing at that one. And this is pointing in the general vicinity of that one, a little bit to the right of it. Just saying. Not sure, but just an observation. Falling. What do you think of that?
What?
That big log or limb laying right directly on that little crook of that tree right there. right here beside the tree stand. Look at all the tacks.
We got one over there.
You see them? Another possible leaner. I think I see an X up here. Right there. That's what I've been coming to try to see. Wow, that's cool. Perfect little X. Probably made with 2 of the limbs that fell. Because the rest are all laying that way. To the right of the X, I'm seeing a possible arch. I want to go check it out. Definitely is an arch. It's pinned right over here. It's big. Oh. Oh, that's a tree behind it. I thought that was leaning on it. But right behind it is a big break. Really high up. And that looks like a possible leaner. I think it's interesting that that arch is being pinned by 2 different logs. This one is pinning it there, and that one from the other direction is pinning it right there. Pretty cool. We're not sure about this, but great big limb leaned into that. It kind of makes an X. Boy, I hate to leave here. Always when it starts getting good, it's starting to get dark. We're coming back. What, on the ground?
Yeah.
Looks like a log. Let's go look at it. Okay, here we have a whole dead deer carcass. And come here, Jim. Ow. It appears that the legs are broken. Don't they?
So one over there by where you are is.
That one.
I don't see the front one.
And then, well,
Oh, I see one.
there's whatever, that's broken, like broken back. You see that?
The back's here.
This right here. What? My God. There's limbs going every direction. Would this be from like a hunter that killed it? I don't see any arrows, or could have been shot, I suppose. But what do you think? The leg's broken like that. That's Kind of weird. Deer carcass. It's right up there. And right over here, a possible X. We're right here beside all this wet area where the creek comes down. And right here, the limb on this tree is pinned. Right over here under this really, really old thing. I mean, that's old, old. So that had to be like picked up and then with that pinned under it. It's also got, there's also some breaks on that tree, just little snaps. If this is a track, and that would be where the toe would go right there. It's measuring 18 inches. And I want to look up here. There's another possibility, but I'm not sure. It's also about 18 inches. Kind of just straight up from that other one. Another possible one, I see a toe pushed down there. That one's measuring 15. If it is one. Okay, that's the one I just measured. It's 18. Then I saw beside that 15 this, but I wasn't sure if it might be that same one. Let's see, it be the toe. And it is about 17 or 18 inches because it's hard to totally measure it because it looks kind of like a partial. It's right up from that other huge 18-inch one. Right there. That's another impression. It looks like the toe would have pushed in the grass right there. Kind of hard to see any toes because it's in the grass, but it comes back to right here. It's pushed down in, and it's 18. Okay, I see a possible impression right there. Right up from it. It's another possible one. And right there. They all look about the same size. 16. We're thinking this is a beaver thing. It's down there and it's marshy. There are beaver things like there. bow. Doesn't really look like it's made of the same stuff though. I don't know what beavers make stuff out of. Just found a new beer can up in the tree. I don't remember seeing that the last time when I was through here. Like I said, I can't rule out people. We're on our way back to the truck. I didn't walk this side on the way in, but there's 2 sticks stuck in the ground right there.